Hello, and welcome back to another episode of JustRP 3.0. And as you can see, we are not on Zez today. We are on a new character, or I guess an old character for some of you guys, named Johnny Silverstone. Now, if you guys did watch the Mafia City series, I did have a character called Johnny Silverstone, and he used to have a very messed up voice. But I don't think we're going to be doing that voice anymore, because one, it kills my throat, and two, it just it does not sound good. It sounds like I'm trying to be a bad Batman. So we're just going to be going with a very slight voice changer, nothing too crazy. Hopefully it doesn't sound like a voice changer, and I'm mostly just going to talk in my normal voice. I figured I could create a crazy character for this, but I kind of want to learn how to actually do PD right and try not to mess it up and kind of just have a little bit of a different voice. Now the voice and the accent and stuff might change over time, but let's just get this started. We actually have a BCSO interview lined up, so that's what we're heading to right now over at the LSPD on Mission Row. So let's go do our interview, and hopefully, and this is going to be our cop character, and I think we're going to be able to create a lot of really interesting content with him. So let's go in here and hopefully get our interview started up.
Hello, are you here for an interview?
Yes I am, sir. I'm Johnny.
All right, Johnny Silverstone, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Can I we'll just go to my office here. Can I just search your son?
Oh yeah, go for it.
All right, go.
Yeah, I don't have anything on me.
Okay, good.
Righty, here we go. Hopefully this goes well.
Thank you, Carter. 402 to dispatch. Show me 10-7 at MRPD. Gonna be doing an interview radio silent. If anybody needs me, please make a 911 or give me a call. All right. This should be good.
Awesome.
All right, like this here. All right, you can take a seat if you would like. All right. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Silverstone, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, honestly, I didn't have exactly the best upbringing, you know. Unfortunately, my parents, or at least my dad, left when I was a little bit young, so I was kind of just along with my mom. From there, I kind of started getting into a little bit of trouble, to be honest with you, sir. Don't want to go too much into that, as that's not exactly something I like to bring up too often. But eventually, made my way out of there, made a little bit of legitimate money working as a garbage collector. And I figured, you know, after I had some stuff go on in my past, I want to work to, you know, build a better place for everyone, keep those streets safe.
All right. Don't mind my delays. You know, my old fingers can't type as fast.
Oh
as
no,
kids.
you're good, sir. You're good.
No worries. Why did you decide to become a law enforcement officer?
Well, honestly, from what I've seen a little bit, at least other places I've lived around, it seems that the law enforcement and the civilians in town don't really, you know, get along all the time, and I really want to be there to kind of branch the divide between law enforcement and the civilians around town and kind of make them feel at home and make them feel safe around us.
Then why did you select BCSO specifically?
If I'm being honest, I like the hats, but more on a serious note, I just know that a lot of stuff happens up there, and I kind of want to be more of a all-around law enforcement officer. I know especially there's a lot of stuff going on in the city, but I think stuff more up north doesn't get looked at as much, and I'd like to be there to hopefully look a little bit more into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we definitely are hoping to get up north once our office gets renovated. All right, we're just waiting on, you know, a couple construction things going on there, a couple of locks on the doors, garage placements, things like that. We should be moving up there soon enough. You know, get our cadets up there, get our deputies up there, and hopefully get to patrolling, you know, long term. You know, we definitely got to spread out in this state of San Andreas, because, you know, it's we can't neglect, you know, any part of the state, or else, you know, the crime just builds and spreads. Okay.
Yep.
What do you know about BCSO? Anything?
If I'm being honest, sir, I don't know too much about it. I know that, of course, it's a law enforcement agency, and that you guys mostly operate over in Blaine County, but I don't know exactly too much more than that, if I'm being honest with you.
You said, okay, so, I mean, we hopefully, you know, soon we'll have an official jurisdiction of up north. I mean, that's technically our jurisdiction, but obviously, with our office being here, it's a little...
mixed together?
Exactly.
Yeah, I got
You
you.
know, it's hard not to have areas. It's hard to have jurisdictions that's where you know operating out of the same building. Hopefully, when we move up north, you know, we'll have that little cutoff, kind of near Chumash area, and up north will be ours to patrol and keep lock on. You know, obviously still collaborating on things.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So and besides that, I mean, a little bit about BCSO. You know, we have our sheriff David Wilson. Okay, not too far appointed from our last sheriff who stepped down and retired. I was, you know, somewhat recently, not I guess you know, a few months ago, promoted to under sheriff.
Oh,
I've
well,
been
congratulations.
running the thank you. I've been trying to, you know, keep a lock on this department here of ours, keep things secure and in place, but also, you know, keep that family feeling rolling around here. I'll tell you right now, I trust all my deputies with my life. Okay, and you know, I consider them my kin. All right, you know, possibly my cheering. All right, and I basically just want to let you know that, you know, if accepted, you know, you will be you know, part of the BCSO family. All right, and we will treat you accordingly. All right. We like to hold ourselves to high standards here, but basically, yeah, we hold ourselves to a high standard here. All right. Obviously all law enforcement agencies do, but I just you know, like to think that we're a little up there, right?
I got you.
Next question. What are your career goals? You know, any long term I guess goals, aspirations for BCSO?
Well, to be honest, I've heard about a lot of kind of street racing around, so I'd like to hopefully work my way up to be able to take over a certain division that specializes on something with that. If I'm being honest, I have, you know, that's part of my past that I don't like to talk about, but I was at some point a little bit into street racing in my day, and I think those same skills can, you know, prevail and hopefully help with catching those criminals in the future. And I hopefully want to, you know, get some sort of department up and running for that, more of like a street racing unit, if that makes sense, but something along that sense.
Hey,
Interesting. Okay. I guess, you know, what kind of would you I guess, you know, I'm assuming something like
yeah,
a
fuck
heat
you,
unit
Cole.
is gonna interest you.
Yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Blue?
Exactly.
All right. Why do you think you're qualified to become a sheriff's deputy?
Well, to be honest with you, you know, I've lived like a lot of different walks of life, and I think that's given me a pretty good perspective on people. And I also have, you know, just talking about myself, I have pretty good people skills, I believe, and I really hope that that can translate into the job, and hopefully I can, you know, choose to hopefully de-escalate some situations in which other officers might not be able to, and hopefully, you know, talk and build a good community feeling with the different members of course, the city and the community itself.
I like that. Okay. I like that. Well, you know, list your biggest strengths, your biggest weaknesses. You know what you're good at, what you're bad at.
So for strengths, I would say again that I'm a very good people person. I feel like I can really get to know someone and hopefully break through to them pretty easily. More on kind of the skill set, I think definitely driving. I'm definitely more of a driver, for sure. I also think that I can hold my temper pretty well. And I think that's probably a big thing, especially with being in the law enforcement, being able to not get people talking, like shit talking you, make sure that doesn't go to your head.
Yeah.
Excuse my French.
Stay level-headed. Yeah.
Exactly.
Staying level-headed. That's
exactly.
a big part. You know, not letting your ego go above your patience. All right.
I think that's the big thing. I don't really have an ego. You know, if someone starts shit talking me, it is what it is. I don't really care. I mean, mostly when you ignore those kind of people, they just get more mad anyways. So better to ignore than to, you know, feed them and make them want to do it
In
more.
one ear and out the other.
Exactly. And if you start giving them attention, it's like a dog. If he does something wrong and you know, give him attention for it, he's gonna keep doing something wrong. You know.
Exactly. That's right.
And then for weaknesses, I think sometimes I might hold a grudge against someone, and I think that's something I need to work on. So if someone, at least in like the professional walk, will say something or do something that was very detrimental, I might hold a grudge on them for a while, but that's something that I'm working towards, you know, trying to stop. I'm trying to get better at.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we all got things like that. I am myself, you know, I'll tell you myself, my weakness is that I do have not a low patience for, you know, criminals, for situations, for, you know, heated situations, but I got a low patience for, you know, what I believe to be common sense. You know, if I feel like it's common sense, you know, it's a little hard for me to understand that it might not be common sense to you.
Exactly.
You know, that's something, you know, we all got to realize we're different people. Okay, it's different strokes for different folks. But regardless, we all do have to abide by our, you know, standard operational procedures. You know?
Exactly, sir.
And yeah, why did you leave your last job?
Well, to be honest, garbage collection is not exactly where I saw myself going for the rest of my life, and that's kind of the main reason. You know, the management, everything there was fine, everything was perfect. It's just not really the kind of lifestyle that I want to live for the rest of my life. You know, obviously, nothing against those people. I mean, they work with the government just like we do, but
Right, yeah.
just not my cup of tea. I feel like I can do more for the community. Then, of course, pick up their literal trash. You know, maybe help with some other figurative
Exactly.
trash.
Exactly. Right on. Right on. Yeah, get to reforming these street thugs.
Exactly. Okay. I know, I mean, this is something a little bit different, but I do want to at some point maybe help a little bit with DOC, because I feel like a lot of criminals go in and they come out and they're right away hitting stores, robbing people, doing all this stuff. I really want to help reform these criminals into law-abiding citizens.
Oh yeah, son. I can tell you, between me and you, son, you know, I plan on getting DOC really up and running. You know, hopefully hopefully becoming the warden around there.
Oh boy.
You know, get retired from my undersheriff days. You know, make a bigger difference in the bigger picture of reforming those cats when they get out of there, making sure the guards, you know, operating professionally as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad you told me that you're interested in DLC, son. Would you correct? Oh, this is, you know, we're gonna switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
Do a little bit of theory, a little bit of situations. Okay. Would you correct or even stop a fellow deputy, even if they were your superior, if you found them engaging in a questionable or objectionable practice?
Yes, sir. That's something I believe highly in, because, you know, if, you know, you know, you ever have like a glass of water, right? You put a single, or even a gallon of water. You have a gallon of water, right? You put a single drop of like a blue dye into it, the whole water turns blue, you know?
Exactly.
So you gotta stop that drop from getting in the water bottle. So that's my thing, you know.
That drop.
Exactly. If you got one officer being bad and another officer kind of goes along with it, then the next person who sees that might think that's okay, and then it goes on until everyone's doing all this crazy stuff, you know.
Exactly. You gotta, you know, stop the root for it spread. All right?
Exactly. That's more of what I was trying to say, and if I was better with my words, but
yeah.
yes.
No, perfect there. I like that. Would you arrest a law enforcement officer who was performing a crime?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The badge does not put you above the law. It just makes it so you should be more accountable in the law if anything else.
That's exactly how we feel here at the PCSO. Okay, you are held to a higher standard than citizens and civilians.
Of course.
So if you think a citizen is gonna get arrested for selling drugs, okay, you're gonna get terminated dishonorably discharged, as well as arrested and jailed accordingly.
Of course, as it should be, and even higher sentences, in my opinion, should be the punishment.
Exactly. You know, that's another, you know, it's another day for another story.
Oh my.
Would you write a speeding ticket for your grandmother, son?
I mean, if I'm being honest with you, it depends how fast she was. If she was going 5 over, probably not. If she was, you know, a little bit more than that, I unfortunately most likely would. If she already had some warnings, if she'd been, you know, any, you know, major stuff around there. You know, obviously our goal is to keep everyone safe, and that includes people that we're close to, unfortunately, sometimes.
That's right on. At the end of the day, okay, you gotta, you know, speeding tickets aren't just to, you know, stick it to the criminal. All right, it's to, you know, hopefully get them to see that, you know, you gotta pay this bill if you're gonna keep speeding like this. Okay,
it's a dangerous
and at that
thing
point,
to do.
they just, you know, exactly, they can just get higher and higher from there. So if they feel like they, you know, want to continue to, you know, do those speeds, they gonna eventually go broke and realize that wasn't the move. Okay,
exactly.
But yeah, pretty much. Would you follow an order from a superior if you knew it was against regulations?
No, I would directly either talk to that superior themselves or find someone else that can help me deal with that, if it is a little bit higher kind of risk scenario.
Okay. Like say if it's me and you, and we're in a situation where I'm telling you that you need to there's a person running away. Okay, we haven't put a firearm out or anything, but I tell you, all right, go ahead and shoot that man down. We need to arrest him. All right, get out your gun and shoot him. But you know that's against our policies and procedures. would you shoot him, or you know?
No, sir. I would, of course, try and tell you that, hey, that's not something that we can do. And of course, you know, even if, let's just say I try and reason with you, like say you don't care about shooting this criminal because you don't like him, I try and reason with you that even if you don't like the criminal, doing this can hurt our department as a whole, as, you know, that can lead to a lawsuit or even, you know, obviously the death of someone who does not deserve it. And that's something that we can't have, obviously.
Exactly. It's a bigger picture, and I'm glad you see that.
It's not just that one guy running away, it's the whole department starting shooting guys who are running away.
That is a fact. That is a fact. I like your mindset already, son.
Thank you, sir.
So, pretty much got the gist of that. Tell me about a time when you've had to deal with the public in a situation that became tense. How'd you handle that?
I can't think of too many, if I'm being honest, but I do remember one instance from probably about a year back at this point, when I was, of course, still doing the garbage stuff. I've been picking up these garbage things as we do, you know, just going along, grabbing the green things, putting them in the back, crunching them up, doing all that stuff. And apparently, for some reason, someone had put like a toy or something, I don't know exactly what it was, for their baby in it, and it had been crushed. And for some reason, their idea was it's my fault because I put away their trash, which, you know, is my job. Obviously we got not into a yelling, but they started yelling. I tried to calm them down, and I ended up having to obviously just leave the scene. And I didn't really do anything else other than that, you know, nothing ever came of it. But that was just a situation I can think of where, again, nothing was my fault, but someone was, you know, mad at me for no reason. So I just, you know, tried to diffuse the situation. That didn't work. So I ended up just taking myself out of it.
Exactly. That's the best thing to do, son. Take yourself out of it if you can't diffuse it. Okay.
Exactly.
Don't add more fuel to the fire.
If I started screaming back at her, you don't know where that's going to lead to. You know, she might get mad. She might have a husband who has a gun. You know, you can never know where people land or where people's mindsets are at, you know?
Exactly. People crazy these days.
Exactly.
It's crazy times. All right. It's crazy times. Crazy times. I tell you that much. I got about 2 more questions for you, son. Okay?
Alrighty, sir.
What's 145 divided by 5?
Whew.
If you have a 3-gallon jug, okay, and you got a 5-gallon jug, how can you measure out exactly 4 gallons of water?
All right, so you pour the 3-gallon jug into the 5-gallon one. You pour, wait, give me a second here.
Okay, all right.
All right, so you pour the 3-gallon into the 5-gallon.
Okay.
And then you take the 5-gallon and pour it into the 3 until it's the third way up, and then pour it back in, and then do the same process again to get another gallon.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. You smooth.
Yeah, math's not my strongest suit out there, but
okay. I like that you can use your brain on the spot, son.
I try my best to use what I have.
You got it better than me. All right. I wouldn't have been able to wrap around that so fast. But that's good. That's good stuff. Do you got any questions for me about BCSO?
Not too much, if I'm being honest.
About law enforcement in general.
Another reason I forgot to mention is, at least from my knowledge, it seems like BCSO is more of a smaller division and kind of more of a tight-knit division, and that's kind of more what I was looking for, because, you know, again, didn't exactly have the best family, so that's kind of something I'm looking for as well.
Oh, definitely. Just like I told the last person that came in here, okay, I think of everybody in here, all my deputies, as my family, okay? I trust them with my life, all right? You know, once you, you know, if you do become BCSO cadet or deputy, you know, you will be a part of the family as well and treated accordingly, okay? I just ask that everybody, you know, abide and follow our, you know, standard operational procedures. You know, we all get along, we all have a good time, you know?
Yep.
But yeah, no, we can wrap this thing up here. Making sure you don't have any other questions, concerns. If not, we're all good.
I think I'm all good, sir.
Okay, beautiful. Just flex it. Yo, you got it.
I got
You got
you,
it,
sir.
Playboy.
I
All
got
right,
you,
all right, all right.
man.
Let's shake then. Let's shake it.
I appreciate that, sir. Hopefully
why
that
this
was
thing-
all right.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm not gonna judge you too much on the math when
Hey, listen, it's a little early for me.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, I'm
my
2
brain's
for
not
2 with
always
that
working.
one.
Okay.
I'm 2 for 2 with that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Last person in here, they said what they said. They said 21.
Okay, that one's a little okay.
You know.
Alrighty, sir. Anything else I need to know, or what?
No. Basically, you'll just be looking out for an email. We'll be announcing the selections that are going to be moving on to Academy. So hopefully you see your name there. We just got to discuss all the interviews. Pretty sure we have like maybe 2 left. So we're gonna knock those out. Obviously, got to get them done by Monday, and then you should be hearing something. Hopefully that next day, Tuesday.
Alrighty, sir. Thank you very much.
Of course. All right, you take care, son. If you need anything, you just give me a shout. 311. All right.
Will do. Thank you again, my man. You take
all
care.
right.
Stay safe.
Yep.
Alrighty, that actually went better than I thought, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this interview. Again, hopefully we get accepted. I felt pretty good about the interview, so hopefully we get in there, and then soon you guys will be seeing us go through, of course, the whole academy. I believe this academy will be a little bit shorter than the one on Mafia, but this one still should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about being a cop because, one, that means I can start streaming again because you can't really metagame too much stuff off a cop as you could with my crim. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Again, we're gonna start doing some episodes with PD or BCSO, I guess, and it should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for this RP, as I haven't really been a cop on a 5M server before. I was on Mafia City, but I didn't really like how strict it was and how I guess the times and everything over there, because people got pretty silly mad when you gave them time, since the times are so high over there. But it seems like over on 5M, especially on JustRP, we can have a little bit more fun, don't have to take it as seriously, and of course have a good time being a cop. But either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little interview process for us. Hopefully it goes well, and again, we should be a cop soon, again, if everything goes right. And I guess the next episode of Johnny will be hopefully us being in the academy after we're accepted. But if you guys did enjoy this episode and you want to see more of Johnny Silverstone and us being a cop on the server, please make sure again to leave a like and of course subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.